It was just after midnight when the phone rang, shattering the silence of our home. I remember the cold dread that washed over me. Calls at this hour are never good news. My husband Mark was fast asleep beside me, or so I thought. As I reached for my phone, I saw him stir, his eyes snapping open with an alertness that seemed out of place for someone just woken up. He lunged for his phone on the newsstand, but I was faster. The screen lit up with a name I didn't recognize. Chloe. My heart plummeted. He tried to play it cool, muttering something about a work emergency, a new client. But his voice was shaky and his eyes wouldn't meet mine. I held the phone, the screen still glowing like a hot coal in my hand. "Who is Chloe, Mark?" I asked, my voice barely a whisper, but it cut through the room like a razor. He stammered, weaving a flimsy story that unraveled with every word. The denial, the frantic excuses, it was all a performance, and I was the unwilling audience to the worst show of my life. I didn't answer the call. I just stared at him, watching the man I had loved for 10 years, the father of my children, crumble before my eyes. In that moment, the trust that had been the bedrock of our marriage disintegrated into dust. He finally confessed. Chloe wasn't a client, she was his something else. He'd been seeing her for 6 months. 6 months of lies, secret meetings, and a double life I had been completely oblivious to. Every late night at the office, every business trip, it all clicked into place, forming a sickening mosaic of deceit. The days that followed were a blur of tears, arguments, and a profound, aching emptiness. The home we had built together suddenly felt like a movie set, fake and hollow. I looked at our wedding photos, at the smiling faces of two people who had promised to love each other forever, and I felt like a stranger looking into someone else's life. How could I have been so blind? The signs were there, I realized now. His sudden preoccupation with his phone, the new clothes, the emotional distance I had chalked up to work stress. It's a strange feeling, mourning a relationship while the other person is still right there. It's like a part of you has died, but you're expected to carry on as if nothing has changed. But everything had changed. That one late night call hadn't just revealed an affair. It had revealed that the life I thought I had was a lie. The pain was immense, almost physical. There were days I could barely get out of bed. The weight of the betrayal was just too heavy. But then I'd look at my children's faces, and I knew I had to be strong for them. This journey has been the hardest of my life, but it has also shown me a strength I never knew I possessed. It forced me to rebuild myself from the ground up, not as a wife or a partner, but as an individual. The path forward is still uncertain, and the scars will likely never fully fade. But I'm learning to heal, to find joy in small moments, and to redefine what happiness means for me and my children. That call didn't just end my marriage. It was the beginning of me finding myself again. If you're going through something similar, please know you are not alone. It can feel incredibly isolating, but there is support available. Talking to a therapist or a trusted friend can make a world of difference. Remember to be kind to yourself during this process. Healing takes time. Thank you for listening to my story. Please subscribe for more stories about navigating life's unexpected turns. You are stronger than you think.